Where's Lisa Mansfield? Where is it? Oh, really? Hi, baby girl.
Hello, ma'am. What's your name? Are you Cassandra Taylor?
I might be.
Okay. I think your attorney is going to have a breakout room with you.
All right.
Okay.
A sweetheart at the break room. Can I get a cup of coffee, please?
I don't know. After hearing him calm and talking about the tether story, it's probable.
Just go down to the county attorney's office. I think you'll find a lot of humans down there.
All right.
No disrespect.
Stop driving.
I'm flirting with the judge in front of my dad.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's having a good weekend. I've got a good collection of clips for you today. First one, we're going to start off with some Judge Middleton. It was a fun one. If you saw my video yesterday, I mentioned it in the chat. I don't think I said it in the video, but it was right at the end of his docket yesterday. It was a good one. And I haven't seen anyone post it yet, so I'm using it. It'll make you laugh. It will. And then I got the prequel to the video, the first video I did yesterday, the one with the guy that broke into his ex-girlfriend's house and used her Wi-Fi. I was sent the first video, so I'm going to show that. It's not very exciting, but if you go back and watch the video I did yesterday with this guy, it'll answer all the questions that when they were talking about it. So I want to thank Northwest for that. Yeah, he's the one who sent it to me, so that was good. And then the last one, I'll talk about the last one. This intro is already long enough. But before we get into it, you know what to do. Like and subscribe. And do your jump kick backflips if you haven't done it already. Let's go.
What do you need me for? Okay, give me a minute. I got my last case. Okay, now give me a minute. I'm doing the best I can. Good afternoon. Are you Elizabeth Louise Thornthwaite?
Yes.
This is Judge Middleton. This is an old file, 182241OT. You were charged with driving with a suspended license on March 31st of 2018.
That's a lie.
Well,
I was never officially notified. I wasn't officially notified.
all right, you got a ticket and you had a court date and David Marvin was appointed as your lawyer. And
Now I went to the jail to talk to the chief of police at Three Rivers. They told me they didn't have a chief there. Then I asked for the one underneath him. I can't remember what it is now. And they said, oh, we don't have one in here either.
all right, well, let me,
Over this incident.
when did you get arrested? Last
I
night?
didn't get arrested.
Well, you're in jail. When did you get arrested last night?
I don't know what time it was.
Well, where was it?
At my niece's. She hit me in the
And where-
head. I got a big lump in
All right, where
on my
was
head.
that?
Three Rivers.
Who's your niece?
Helen Tobias.
All right, so you were a victim of an assault and they found this old warrant for your arrest. Is that true?
Apparently, yeah.
Okay. Where do you live?
I was living with my niece and I was gonna leave in the morning. She told me I had to leave, but I was gonna leave the next morning. I had
Well,
even
where
called
have
a
you
cab.
been for the last, where have you been for the last 5 years?
Oh, mostly in Kalamazoo.
All right, some of this is very old and it's hard to remember. You got a ticket for driving with a suspended license on
But
July
that's why.
31st.
What year?
Well, July 31st of 2018.
Hmm.
You were driving without your headlights on in the middle of the road at 4
No,
o'clock.
that's
in
a
the
lie
morning.
too.
Yeah.
I was parked alongside the road. And
Alright.
I drove about 10 feet and I wasn't even out in the traffic lane. And then I turned
Keith Stickley wants to stop her so bad. He wants to stop her so bad. It's funny just watching him.
my lights on. I wasn't out in the middle of the road.
Well, all right. They allege that your driver's license was suspended. I appointed
And
a
that was-
lawyer to represent you, Mr. David Marvin. And I paid for it. And you paid me back by never showing up again. Mr. Marvin had been in communication with Mr. Barnes, who was the Three Rivers City Attorney. He offered to reduce this charge to a charge called no valid operator's license. That is a charge which is punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $100. It
He
carries
never
2
took my
points,
driver's license.
but it does not
It's out.
suspend your license.
Sir, I was up north. I got a bunch of mail at my niece's. About 9 letters. I opened 4 of them. But that letter was from Secretary of State I hadn't opened. And that's when he pulled me over and said I was
Okay.
driving illegally.
So do you acknowledge that you didn't have a valid license on that day?
No, I had a driver's license. He didn't even take it from me.
The
I wasn't
Secretary of,
officially notified by the Secretary of State because I had never opened the letter. I was up north.
all right, well, the fact that you didn't open it didn't mean they didn't give you notice.
They didn't.
If you plead to not having a valid operator's license, I'm gonna give you a day in jail and let you out of jail. If you wish to have a hearing on this, I'm gonna appoint a lawyer and set it for a hearing. And if you can't postpone, you can sit in jail. So,
They illegally took my car.
when,
And I
5
did
years
have a
ago?
driver's license. 2018. He legally took my car. He had it towed away. I had to walk over to my niece's. I had my driver's license with me. On the yellow form that he filled out, he said he took me to jail. He couldn't take me to jail because I wasn't officially notified. So I walked back over to my niece's.
She's going a lot of places all at once, isn't she? So she claims to have not remembered when this was, and then she's saying that everything's a lie. Yeah. I feel bad for Judge Middleton in this one.
All right.
And that's the truth. I didn't go to
The
jail.
prosecutor contends that you were officially notified when they sent you the
I
notice.
wasn't.
Well, everyone
I
could
hadn't
just say, I
opened
didn't.
it.
Well, yeah, everybody
I hadn't
could beat
opened
it
it.
by not having opened it. Well,
how
I
was
didn't
I
open
supposed
it,
to
so
know
I
it
didn't
was
know
in
I
it?
was suspended. All right, I
No, I
don't,
didn't know.
okay. I'm gonna
I
appoint a
didn't know
lawyer
it was
for
a
you.
lie.
Okay,
Three Rivers should give me my car back. And I called for a loan. They said, I'm done, $8,000 on that car. They illegally took my car.
okay. Is
Now I
that
got
why
bad credit.
okay. Set a pre trial for November 3rd. Well, we gotta get a special, oh, it's the city attorney, so that won't matter. Is a TR case. Bond is $200, cash or surety. Do you have $200?
Not on me.
All right, will someone post the bond for you?
Does it have to be cash?
Cash or surety
With 30.
through a bonding
What's that
company.
mean?
This woman's
Through a
fun.
bonding company.
I
She's
got
a
a
lot of
credit
fun.
card.
All right, well, perhaps you can use that. I tried to get you out of jail on 1 day's notice, but you're not, don't want to do that. I don't trust you to show up again. You've been AWOL for 5 years. You don't have a permanent address. You just got kicked out of your niece's house and you're still mad about what happened 5 years ago. And you've been
I gotta
AWOL
go
for
back
5
to my
years.
stuff at my
So
niece's.
if
My
you do
luggage is
bond
at my
out,
niece's.
if you do bond out, you're to be here Friday, November 3rd at 8:30. If you don't
That
bond
whole
out,
case is a lie. I
Okay.
wasn't officially notified. I can't read through an envelope.
yes, well, if that were the case, everybody could just say I never got notified because I never opened my mail. So you
I
have your
didn't
own
open it.
interpretation. Yeah,
The
so,
officer had
okay.
to open it in front of him.
She just claimed that she she admitted that she got the mail. She just didn't open it. Good one. Oh man. I don't know how I missed that when I was watching this the first time. That's funny.
Officer
Okay.
got it out of my car and brought it into the police car and had me open it in front of him. And then I knew what was in the letter.
Very good. All right, we'll have a hearing. The bond actually was 400. I cut it in half to 200. Cash or surety.
This thing
All right.
get money off me. This is nothing but identity thing.
Okay,
Identity thing.
all right. I'm
And I
questioning
need
my
medical
own identity.
attention on my legs. I'm
All
in a
right,
lot of
thank you.
pain.
Today was my day.
You're right, Judge.
I
Hey, but you guys won the Super
don't know, but literally, I don't trust her to come back. So we'll do the best we can. All right, thank you for your help, Keith. All right, Judge Pattison is got a photographer waiting for something, so I guess I better get out there.
I'm gonna go buy a Lamborghini, but I'm not gonna open the bill. I'll talk to you.
I left that in there on purpose. I'm gonna go buy a Lamborghini, but I'm not gonna open the bill. Oh, all right. This next video is the prequel to the video from yesterday. Like I said, it's not terribly exciting, but it does show him at his ex-girlfriend's house. It shows him smoking a cigar. You hear his arguments. Yep, here we go.
Anything I have said, I've put that in mind for trial. Anything further on this, either of these matters?
No, Your Honor.
We're looking at
Print a copy.
Jordan's iPhone. That's the person. Kind of unrecognizable because his hair is actually combed.
We have to set the trial dates. The calendar for that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, I guess we're good.
Yeah.
You
you're
should
good to
have
go.
gotten the notices for the other dates already.
And if you want, when you call us.
we
next week, I
just
can get that.
corrected an address, however.
Yeah, this is true too. But would I get text notifications?
Of course, if you, yes, you're signed up for those.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get everything in advance. So you said call next week.
Yep, and I can give those dates to you again.
Okay, can I get like a phone number?
Your Honor, quick point of decorum. I think we have Mr. Garheart smoking on camera here. He just turned it off. Never mind.
I heard part of what you said. I did not hear.
He's smoking.
Ah,
My apologies, Your Honor.
well, for you and for everyone else here, please keep in mind that you are in open court and behavior should be as it would be in court if you were physically present.
All right, I think I'm. Excuse me. Sorry. I think this is the point where I fast forward. Yep, fast forward to his actual.
Yes, Your
All
Honor,
right, here we go.
Mr. Garheart.
Okay, Mr. Garheart.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. You're Jordan Garheart.
Yes, sir.
I have a mailing address for you. 5001 College Street, Southeast, C301. Is that still a good mailing address?
Yes, Your Honor, but currently due to the protection order, I'm not picking up mail from there.
What would be a good place for you to get mail? That's all right. Why don't we do this? Soon as you know, since perhaps you don't have it written down, soon as you know what a good address is for you to get mail, get it to your attorney and she can update the court.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Are you getting text message reminders for court?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Okay. Ms. Kamari.
Yes, Your Honor, we're requesting that a pretrial be set for mid-November. And we're also requesting that the no contact order be rescinded.
I will hear from the city on both of those.
Well, I guess the city would put it back in defense's court here. I'm not hearing any justification for the rescission, any material changes, circumstances. City would request the basis and then an opportunity to respond to that.
I do think that would be the way it would normally go.
Yes, Your Honor. So it's my understanding the alleged victim in this case does not want the no contact order. It's my understanding that she recently found out that she is pregnant. And so we're requesting, based on those, we're requesting that the no contact order be rescinded.
Any response, Mr. Sharp?
Just checking my notes, city's not been made aware of any such wishes on victim's part. City would also suggest that her pregnancy is probably an aggravator here, further justifying the order, and that it shows further vulnerability than we were aware of. The facts of this case are concerning, and that there are allegations of multiple strikes to the face. Officer did observe wounds to the victim's face as well as broken glasses, and that was in itself was concerning given how hard of sight the victim is in this case. So city doesn't believe those are justified. That those are strong enough justifications to make any modification. If anything, the pregnancy situation justifies the order even more.
All right. Even without the additional, I don't see enough here, enough of a significant change in circumstances, at least not that I have proof for. Even if, and I'm not doubting it, even if the alleged victim is now pregnant, that in and of itself would not be sufficient basis that I can see based on the information I have in front of me to make any modifications to the no contact order. I'm leaving it in place. As far as setting another pre-trial.
See, this is what happened. And then I guess he got arrested that night. This was the day before. So this was it the day before? I don't remember. But I feel like it was. I don't know. All right. It's almost over.
I believe we could do, looks like we have time for trial out through, where was that? 12/24. So if we did another one, November 21st at 9. I believe that would address the second part of that request. Anything further on this matter, Ms. Kamara?
No, Your Honor.
Mr.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, Mr. Garheart, or Garheart, rather, keep doing everything you're supposed to be doing. Stay in contact with your attorney. Get that new address to your attorney as soon as you can, all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. We'll see you back here on November 21st at 9 o'clock.
All right, Your Honor.
All right.
I think I just figured out the problem. The judge says keep doing everything you're supposed to. He didn't say don't do what you're not supposed to do. I think he should have blamed the judge. All right, last clip. Last clip's a good one. It's funny. It's funny and kind of head scratching. I will say people in court did play this video last week. So I'm going to stop at a couple extra times throughout, a couple kind of slow spots. So I've been trying to look ahead to figure out where to stop so I don't get hit with another strike. But I've already talked to people in court. She said it was cool for me to go ahead and play it. So I'm going to show you guys. So if you haven't seen it, this is a good one. If you have seen it, yeah, well, go back and watch my videos from yesterday. I don't know what to tell you. Let's go. I am completely wrong. The clip I was just talking about is the last clip, and I forgot I put this one in here. Hold on. I was not ready for this. This is kind of difficult to hear. It's actually really difficult to hear. You can hear the court, the judge, and the lawyers, but you can't really hear her. Subtitles on, so you can read it. But if you're not wearing headphones, put them in, because this, yeah, yeah. All right, let's go.
Good morning, ma'am. Hi, may I please have your date of birth?
5/17/82.
Thank you so much. I have 3 charges for you this morning: burglary of a dwelling, aggravated assault, and misdemeanor battery. There's probable cause for those charges. Are you going to represent yourself, hire a private attorney, or would you like the services of the Office of the Public Defender?
I don't know, lady. Whatever you're gonna do.
Well, I can appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you so you have legal counsel.
Lady, it's gonna take that long just for that.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you very well.
Judge,
No, so hard to keep up.
Judge, he has had several big arrests and a history of mental health 4 times since 2016. The latest one was last year. I'd ask the public defender's office be appointed.
I'm right there with you. I'm going to appoint Miss Mason. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you.
I don't need a public defender, lady.
Well, it's ma'am, and you have a 2nd-degree felony, a 3rd-degree felony, a misdemeanor. I'm going to give you counsel. If you want to hire private counsel, you're more than welcome to do so. State, may I please have her history?
I don't want counsel, lady. Just do it as guilty, for fuck's sake. I don't want it.
Ma'am.
Okay.
I don't want to sit in jail for this. I want to go home, lady. I don't have felonies for taking a walk.
Miss Mason, please be quiet. You're
You're
going to be held in contempt of court for 6 months if you do not be quiet.
If you're gonna sit here, ma'am.
Jail, please remove her.
Stole her.
Thank
I wanna
you.
go home, lady. I want to go home, lady. Looks like a monkey jail. Sex with us in the room, like I told you.
Thank you, Jail.
And Your Honor.
Yeah. I hope you guys could hear that. She just kept calling the judge lady, cursed at her, said she didn't have felonies. I hope that came through clear. Hopefully this next one is the one I was talking about a minute ago. Now I don't even remember. I don't remember putting this many clips in a video, but we'll see.
Your Honor.
All right, this is it.
I believe Mr. Willis has something he wants to say to you.
Oh, Lord. All right, Mr. Willis, what you got you want to say to me, sir?
Just
I've been trying to get this case situated. Ms. Hahn she's had my case since April. She said she's done nothing. I don't even have my discovery. I went to the office twice and we're bumping heads. I didn't want her on my case, but she told me our phone call yesterday was Sunday was real crazy. She told me that she could fire me. So, I mean, and given what this is, I feel like I'm just dealing with the prosecution on all sides around me. And I don't feel that I have anybody in my corner that's going to defend me properly. And she said that she could fire me. That just shows that we're not working good. I said a prayer to calm her nerves on the phone. She just been to the hospital and she hung up the phone on me. So
She's gonna fire you, man. She's gonna fire you. You better save multiple prayers. She's gonna fire you. Because that's how that works. Public defenders can fire their clients.
I mean, I know that she said that they're a pro bono private firm or whatnot, but she would like to she expressed that she would like to step down, and I just would like to get whatever discovery that she has done at this point, if I can receive that from her, and then I guess she would like to go about her way. Can the court put somebody else in her place?
All right, let me hear from Ms. Hahn.
Your Honor, I think there's been some miscommunication. I did explain to Mr. Willis that the relationship is not entirely one-sided, that if there, I'm trying to say this carefully, but if need be, that we do reserve the right to withdraw. I obviously could not do that unilaterally. I would need permission from partners. However, that's not the case at this time. We still represent Mr. Willis, and we are doing so to the best of our ability. We recently filed entry in the case, and we have the report, and I believe Ms. Arnold will be sending discovery, and I did indicate to Mr. Willis that I would bring that discovery to the jail today. So I would bring a hard copy to him. However, if Mr. Willis is of the mind as well that he would like new representation, Your Honor, I think that he should do what's in the best of his.
Let me ask one crucial question. Sure. Why is Mr. Willis still in jail?
Your Honor, Mr. Willis was released. We did a motion to modify bond in which Your Honor released Mr. Willis on an unsecured judicial release after he had been severely injured inside the jail. And then he did recently get picked up on new charges. So that's why he's there currently.
What are the new?
Yeah, he loves jail. He does love jail. And you're going to find out in a little bit why he loves jail. It's good. It's good. But yeah.
Charges.
Your Honor, I believe they're going to Superior Court.
Okay, so Mr. Willis, because what you're telling me is not unusual. Listen to me.
Okay, I was telling you about the charge. I thought.
No, I don't want to know about those charges. I just want to know that they're not my charges.
Oh, okay.
As long as they're not mine, I don't care about them. But what I will say is, you were out on bond. Because you were out on bond, your case is going to move a little slower than if you're in an active inmate. That's just the nature of it. I have to try active inmate cases first. Had you still been in jail, then your case would have moved a little faster, and we probably would have had you on a trial calendar already. Number one. Number two, it is not unusual for discovery to take this long. Not that the solicitors aren't sending the discovery, not that they're not receiving the discovery, but it's not unusual. There are a lot of cases, a lot of things have to be done in sequence. So the discovery has to be requested, and then it has to be sent. This is a 2023 case, so it's not any slower than any other 2023 case. You are back in jail on something else. So the way this case has progressed is as if you were out on bond and you can work from outside the confines of jail. So whatever got you back in jail, that's on you, sir. That has nothing to do with Ms. Hahn or this case. But what I will say is that I don't find that anything is wrong with the way that the case is being handled as far as discovery. If she has the discovery, you can talk to her about it, but there's been no delay as I can perceive.
Judge, this was saying this where I got this battery for, these are old cases. This case is like a year old. It's just
And that's not old in court. That's not old here.
they keep bringing back.
I have cases, I have 2020s, 2021s, 2022s. So I actually don't have any 2020s, but I have 2021s and 2022s. So this is not an old case that you perceive it to be because you're in jail, but it is not an old case as far as how we're moving cases.
What do you think? You think he's complaining just to complain? His attorney seemed really nice, but she is in front of a judge, but she seems really nice, and she seems like she has her act together. So I don't know what his problem is.
Well,
So it's not going to gain you anything to fuss with Ms. Hahn. She knows what she's doing. If you want me to appoint another attorney, that's going to start the clock all over again, and you're going to be back to square one. Do you want to go back to square one?
I don't, but she's not giving me the proper defense, and she's
not telling you what you want her to say, but she's a trained attorney. Maybe what you want her to say is not the proper defense that she can bring before a court. Number one, she's not going to suborn perjury, which means she's not going to lie for you, or she's not going to encourage you to lie or anybody else to lie. Number one. Number two, if it's a defense that will not work for your case, she's not going to push it. Because she's, listen to me, she's the attorney, you're not. So Mr. Willis, if what you're asking her to do does not make legal sense, then she's not gonna do it. So a lot of times people get into jail and they hear, Mr. Willis, you listening to me?
Yeah,
a lot of times people go to jail and they have jailhouse lawyers who telling them how things should go, but a jailhouse lawyer is still in what? Jail. And if they were a smart person who went to law school, they wouldn't be in jail. So what I'm saying to you is whatever Ms. Hahn is telling you, she's managed hundreds of cases before me over the course of the last 2 years that she's been in front of me. And I have not found her to be insufficient in any way in the way she handles legal matters. So if Ms. Hahn is telling you that something is not going to work and you're pushing it, I'm telling you she's probably right, that it's legally either something that's unethical, illegal, or that's going to tank your case.
Mr. White, I'm sorry, Judge. I didn't ask her to do anything unethical. I asked her for my discovery. And I don't know the law, but I researched it. Now, all I'm saying is that if I have somebody that sit here and say they don't want to defend me,
sounds like he's the jailhouse lawyer.
Not wanting to defend you. She says she has your discovery. She can go over it with you.
I don't want to go back and forth with you because this is your courtroom, and
But you're not going back and forth with me, sir. What I'm telling you is she has the discovery. She can go over it with you. But you're not going to tell her how the case should be managed because you're not the lawyer.
I haven't told her anything how the case managed. I just asked her what has she done on the case. I haven't even talked to her. I haven't seen Ms. Hahn since the last time she came in on May 15th. Ever since then, she's been very inactive or out of service, out of commission. All lawyers are. No lawyer.
Ms. Hahn, when did?
How does that make sense? They're about to answer it. How does that make sense? He has all these complaints against her, and then he says that she hasn't been there since May. Now this video happened, I think, last Monday. So almost a week old. Well, yeah, they're saying 5 months. And he has all these things that he's saying. All right, let's go.
Did Mr. Willis get back in the jail?
August 11th. They held me.
We met on Friday and on Sunday briefly, but very briefly, the conversation.
She said, when I get back in jail,
Sure.
August 11th, 2020.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Willis, from your standpoint, what is it you think should be happening in your case right now?
I think they should look at the distracted driving charge that we have in this courtroom because that was vindictive.
Mr. Willis, that the distracted driving just means you had something in your hands while you were driving. Do you want to offer on that case right now? Because that's not why you're in jail.
I would like an offer on that case. I think I should.
All right. What's the offer on distracted driving, Ms. Janvier?
This is what I consider. This is
Okay,
when it gets good.
$50, $83.25 with the surcharges. Would you accept jail time instead of the $50, Ms. Janvier?
Yes.
All right, so you want 1 day jail time, okay? Is that good?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
All right, so then we can get rid of the distracted driving today. Raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
It is.
All right, you can put your hand down. You're before the court on 2022 CR 01125. You're before the court on distracted driving. You're entering a plea of guilty. The fine is $50. By doing so, you give up the right to have a trial by jury or judge. You give up the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to confront witnesses, subpoena witnesses, present testimony and evidence on your behalf, to not incriminate yourself or present any testimony or evidence against yourself. And if you're not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. Do you understand all of these things, sir?
I'm from America. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So the distracted driving, it's a guilty plea, $50 fine. In lieu of the fine, the court will accept credit for time served 1 day. All right, that case is over, sir. Now, did you have anything else?
Yes, with the battery, they got me on battery family violence, battery again, battery simple family violence.
Yes.
It has to be, how do I, is one of them gone for battery?
No.
and the
So let
family-
me explain to you what happens. So when you get picked up by the police will charge you with battery and maybe family, then you might get 2 charges. When the case goes to the solicitor's office and they look at the facts as presented by the police and the investigation that they conduct, there may be other charges they want to bring, which gives them the ability to prosecute the case fully, so that if they went to trial and you got found guilty on, you got acquitted on one charge, you may get found guilty on a different version of the charge. So they'll bring as many versions of the charge as they think will fit the facts of the case. Now, then when you go to trial, some of those charges may merge with others, meaning that they'll be treated the same as others for the benefit of trial and sentencing.
Okay. Well, I got some, I mean, I guess the next
Just walk
step in the case will be what?
away,
at this
man.
point for the-
Just walk
for the
away.
consent of the-
It's not going to get any better for you.
The next step in the case would be to go to trial. So if Ms. Hahn now has the discovery, she can talk to you about it. You'll get together and go over the discovery and prepare for trial. But please understand, if you are proposing a legal defense that does not work or that is not proper, she's not going to present it.
I haven't talked to her about the legal defense, but I know the prosecution has, they don't have a witness. I know that
Okay, so first of all, you need to stop talking, because if you know
Yeah.
anything about the witness in this case, then that means you may have violated your bond conditions and had contact with that witness. And if you violated your bond conditions and had contact, then you're going to stay in jail. Your bond might be revoked and you might be charged with additional witness misdemeanors or felonies. If you have had any contact with your with the person listed on your bond conditions who may be a witness in this case, you could also be charged with jury tampering, as well as aggravated stalking, which is punishable by 10 years in prison, a $10,000 fine, or both. So for you to tell me that you know there's not a witness means that you have had some contact with that person that could be criminal in nature.
I've had no contact with.
All right, so then stop talking.
Burton or
What I'm
Jessica
saying to you
Robinson.
is you need to discuss the case with Ms. Hahn.
Okay. No, I'm saying,
When she brings the discovery to you, respect her as the legal professional that she is. She went to school for 3 years for this. She ain't just pick up a book and one day decide she was going to be a lawyer. She's been practicing before me at least 2 years.
not gonna be alongside this. I respect her. I'm not disrespectful. That's the narrative that's being pushed in this courtroom. That's false.
You're the one
video
pushing
calls
it.
are recorded, and that's it. We can pull those, and Ms. Hahn will know that. I don't respect women. I mean, I don't disrespect women. I'm a Christian man. Only thing I did was pray. Now, if she felt some type of way, if that version of her felt some type of way about that, that's on her. If I could, I would have started this meeting with prayer first, man. I did prayer call before I went to bed last night. So if that's offensive, if my religion is offensive and who I pray is offensive, then that's discrimination against me, against race, creed, and religious affiliation.
No, nobody said anything about your religion. No one said anything about you praying. That just came out of left field. I'm clueless. I have no idea what to even say.
I haven't disrespected her at all.
All right. Well, she's going to discuss with you the discovery in this case. Your case is going to go on a future trial calendar. It is not on this calendar, but as an active inmate, your case takes priority. So she's going to discuss it with you.
Fair and speedy, that's 100 days, right? I read that.
You know, it's not a speedy, sir. You're just an active inmate. Your case goes to the top of the list because you're an active inmate. But please understand, sir, that you're not in jail for this case.
No, I know. I'm in jail for something else, but
Okay.
they don't give me those. They keep pulling these warrants back up. They just like to keep me in their facility. It's almost intimidation. But
Okay, sir. Well, for whatever reason, Mr. Willis, you're in jail. So we're going to move your case as we would any other active inmate. Ms. Hahn is going to meet with you, and then you all will announce ready for trial and be ready to go forward.
All right, it's Ms. Hahn. You're coming in person so that I could touch the tangible documents you have, right, and get a copy of those from you.
Mr. Willis, I will bring discovery to you so that you can have a copy.
Okay, whose phone is
private practice.
who's not muted?
Miles Stephen.
Hold on.
Also,
now
Your
he's
Honor,
narking
I didn't
on
only
him.
know that we're back here on Thursday with the motion to revoke bond for Mr.
Oh yeah, now this is the funny part. This is where it gets funny. Yeah, this is good. This is good.
All right. Oh, Mr. Willis, you're also on a motion to revoke bond, so we'll see you on Thursday for that.
Do I have to be present for that? They're going to revoke it anyway. I mean, you know how this jail move. Do I have to come back from that? That story.
I would advise you to, because I don't want you saying anything wrong that Ms. Hahn did. So you're going to be present for that, because you're not going to come in here and say that Ms. Hahn did anything wrong.
That's going to knock my noodles out, though. I need my noodles and I need my store there. And it's at 2 p.m. You know,
it's going to knock your what out?
It's gonna knock my noodles out. My noodles and my stuff that I got coming store. They only do it one time around here. She's still talking to me. They still only do it one time when they bring store here.
Uh-huh.
She's listening.
Miss Deputy Jones.
Yeah, can I be excused from it Thursday? Because it's not nothing important, and nobody's disrespecting Ms. Hahn. I don't need another narrative. I don't want to be on camera no more unless my case is fully getting dealt with. And please, that's my happy place. I like to read my Bible while I make me a Cajun shrimp noodle with some hot barbecue chips in there. That's my happy place right now.
All right. Ms. Hahn, your client is asking to have his appearance waived for the motion on Thursday. Do you agree to have him waive?
What's the waive do?
Hold on, Mr. Willis. That's the way that's the technical language. It's a waiving your appearance. All right, so stop talking, sir.
Okay, my bad.
Please stop talking.
Go ahead, Ms. Hahn.
Your Honor, I would have liked to discuss the motion with him. However, since he's adamant that he would like appearance, then Your Honor, that's fine.
All right. So
can she discuss it when she comes up here, and then we can waive it before Thursday? That makes more sense to me.
And Mr. Willis, I'll just be dropping off the discovery this evening in prep, because I have to prepare for my calendar tomorrow, but I will schedule a time to meet with you and we can go over the discovery and preparation for trial. However, but I will make sure that you have your paper discovery today so that you can look at it privately and prepare any questions that you have for me about it as we prepare for trial.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, Mr. Willis, you have to understand too, she's got a calendar before me tomorrow. She's got a calendar before me Thursday. So she's got cases on both of those calendars that she's got to prepare for. So give her some space to prepare for those, but she's going to drop off your papers that you can look at and make notes on until you meet with her. Okay.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, and because you want to waive your appearance on Thursday, and it's on the record. So the court will allow you to not appear on Thursday, but the court will proceed with the motion to revoke bond. You understand that?
I understand. I don't need to be here to get beheaded. I don't need me here for that.
All right, then. Thank you, Mr. Willis.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Wait, there's another one? Oh no, I think I put the wrong screen in. That's it. There's no next case. Yeah. That was fun. Did you see the defense attorney and the judge both cover their mouth when he was talking about his what was it, his Cajun shrimp noodles and his spicy chips? They wanted to laugh at him so bad. What? I mean, that's a happy place. Every man needs a happy place. All right. Well, that's all I got. I hope everyone's having a good Saturday. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, yeah. Haven't mentioned it yet, which is probably a good thing because most people don't finish watching to the end of the videos anyway, so it won't sound too terrible. If you feel so inclined, my link tree will be in the description, and feel free to, what's the word I'm looking for? Donate to the Demonetization Fund. I would very much appreciate it. These videos do take a long time to record, put out, watch a lot of court. So yeah, it would be very much. Anyways, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. And until next time, bye.